it's a flag of inclusivity, and it has other symbolisms in Baba's teaching, so I just thought you might want to briefly know about that. Oh, and I have a bag that was which I got when I was at the Baba Center in India in '95, and it's actually, as you can see, based on colors of the flag. You know, in my belief system, that he's there with me through all this, and to help me use my challenges in a positive way, and to have faith.
Is this the one we're looking at?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. So that's what I wanted to share. Meher Baba, as we say, he dropped his body in 1969, January 31st, India. So what I was just feeling the other day was, no, I didn't meet him, but in my belief system, I was on the earth nearly 20 years as Sharon while he was still, for me, the Christ was here. So I just had never thought of that before, but no, I did not meet him in his physical form. It's more of an internal connection now.
And why did he choose to not speak?
Well, he said, I have not come to teach but to awaken, and that there have been enough precepts laid down in the past. So in this avatar period, he will observe silence. And the silence will be broken in our hearts, when we feel in our hearts. He had also said at times that he would break his silence while he was in the physical body, but that never happened. But some people are more interested in discerning that, but we don't think it happened, actually.
Did he at any time speak? I mean, when he was
spoke as a young
child,
man.
okay.
He was born in 1894.
At what point did he, in his life, did he make the decision to stop talking?
In 1925, look into his books. There's a lot of YouTube clips of him now. Some of this film I actually found out is on YouTube. So there's a lot of resources in books and online about Meher Baba too now.
I'm not thinking about that.
Well, he said that the voice of intuition is my voice. So what we feel inside, and we also have his books. Baba Lovers, were called Baba Lovers, have his discourses and his main book, God Speaks. And so there are some teachings, writings that he had on karma and reincarnation, spirituality, marriage, all sorts of things, and he felt the avatar comes every 700 to 1400 years, and that in the past was Muhammad, Krishna, Jesus, Buddha. For Jews, it's Abraham.
The world's religions.
Well, in about 1977, there was a Los Angeles. I was in Los Angeles. There is a Meher Baba Center there, and a woman who had met Baba and was a close follower, Phyllis Frederick, Baba lover. She gave a talk at the local Methodist church, because every Sunday night they would have an opportunity for people outside of the church to give a poetry reading. For once I did that. People did drama. She gave a talk on Meher Baba there, and I was very interested. And later that year I totally left the state and moved all the way to the East Coast. And it wasn't until several years later my neighbor was a known Baba lover named Bob Holt. And his friend Kendra house sat for my cat. And it's a very interesting story. And I was doing Ayurvedic diet and yoga meditation, and they knew I was interested in spirituality. So Kendra is what is termed my Baba connection. Philip, having been brought up by a Reform rabbi and his wife, I was not interested in religion. I was very rebellious. However, when I began going to Baba meetings after connecting with Kendra and Bob, it took 3 years, and from 83 to 86, and then I was going to meetings, and people who'd known him would talk at the Harvard Divinity School. They'd come and give talks there on Baba, and I felt like a fake because I was just interested. I did not accept him as the avatar, but we had a Northeast gathering in 1986, and at that time I did feel within myself that I accepted him as the avatar. So it took a period of time, and most of the Baba lovers that are my age now came to Baba in more of the 60s and 70s, and I did not. I was a late bloomer in that sense of when the time was right, I suppose. Well, because Baba had said he wants to bring all religions together like beads on one string, that is very significant to me. This flag, the Muslims wanted it green, the Hindus wanted it red, and he said, we'll have the blue and the red, and you pick the colors in between. The unity of all humanity, it's very important to me. And there not being a Baba group on the Peninsula, so I have gone to smaller groups because I needed a spiritual group. And as a result, I've learned about United Church of Christ, St. Paul's Episcopal, learned more about the Jewish group, and come to a sense of inner peace with my background, with my Jewish roots. Has been a sense that Baba wanted me to make peace with that rather than just reject it. And also I have gone to small Buddhist groups, so I almost feel like he's wanting me to explore so I can share with other groups. And my early trauma has been something that PTSD does not just always go away, but helps me to learn different holistic healing modalities, and share them, and do my poetry, share my poetry. I've shared my poetry in this group and movement. And also the body image thing. I used to be more overweight. I was involved in before I was a Baba lover, I was involved in the early years of the fat feminist women's liberation movement. And Baba has helped me. He has said, some are to be fat, some are to be thin, as Reed, some are to dance for me, some to meditate on me, but all are doing my work and loving Baba. And so this has helped me, and seeing my life and my struggles from a spiritual perspective and relationship challenges, and now at this time in my life, seeing my life from a spiritual perspective, and that it's his will, it's karma for me. That's my faith, that it's in his hands also. Whatever happens, it's in his hands.